Hey, it's me, Azrael Lawless. And once again, you've dropped down the elevator and found yourself in Vella. And we have today with us an author, Edmond Henry, out on Vella. So hey, say hi, Edmond.
Hi, Edmond.
Hi, Edmond. He probably feels weird doing this because we have been chatting for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something before I hit record. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
We
Yeah.
talked about everything under the sun, so whatever. But we didn't talk about Vellas. We did not talk about Vellas,
Mm-mm.
not once.
We
So
saved it for the audience.
we did, and so here we are. And I am going to ask Edmond my very famous question now, and that is, hey, when did you get started writing?
Um, well, it's gonna be like the same answer that most of the people have given. It was either seventh or eighth grade.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, seventh or eighth grade. I've always been pretty good at like telling stories. Because my dad, oh my God, that guy, he could sit and he could tell you a story. He had stories for days. And I just guess the apple fell straight the hell down, hit the ground, and rolled up against the trunk on that one. So, um, but I guess my teacher at the time, Mrs. Baker, uh, she liked saw something in my writing, and she really helped me get into it. Really,
Really? That's pretty
yeah.
cool, dude. That's pretty cool.
And
So
then oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so then
I
what
didn't
did
mean
you
to
do
interrupt.
with it? So you wrote in school, pretty good in school.
Pretty good in school, and then I didn't really do anything really with it until after high school, and then MySpace came out, and they had the blogs. So I put like that's what I did. I wrote and wrote and wrote on these blogs, and um, just recently, I found out about Vella. Honestly, like April 27th. It was actually my sister's birthday. I found
Oh,
out.
wow.
Um, yeah, I found out about it, and I put three episodes on there for April. I've only known about it last month. So
You're
yeah.
brand new. Brand new. Okay,
You know,
folks, we got us a real noob here. So April
yeah.
27th, you found out about it. Where'd you say you found out
I was actually looking for self-publishing because um, I had been I kind of been in a slump with just the daily grind of going to work and that sort of thing,
about? Mm-hmm.
and it just seemed like life was getting kind of stagnant. And uh, my girlfriend, she was like, "You have such a gift for writing. You need to do this." And I was like, "Fine, I'll do it," because we were arguing. Fine, I'll do it. So I started looking for self-publishing stuff, and just the type of guy I am, I just cannonballed into it. I didn't even. It was the first thing that popped up. It was like, publish your book on Amazon. I was like, okay, let's do this. And then they were like, well, you have to have a manuscript. And I was like, shit, because everything I had on MySpace, the all the blogs were hacked. So I had like I don't know. I had like 30 or 40 short stories on there and just gone. So I'm kind of starting back over from scratch because I know some people have gotten print offs of some of my works, but it's just a matter of finding out who's got them and where, because all this stuff, all of the story I honestly haven't written in like 20 years, like 15, 20 years.
Oh,
And
wow. So you just decided to get back on the horse.
pretty much, yeah.
Wow. That's a big, long time.
It is, and I'm probably, you know how like there's supposed to be like there's supposed to be a formula on how to do it. You know, like you have to do this, you have to do that in order to do anything. And then there's the guys like Hunter S. Thompson that's just like, nope, I'm gonna do it this way, and it's gonna work. Well, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm gonna do it my way, and if it doesn't work, all right, well, at least I got some stories to tell. That's kind of my attitude on it.
Well, so now then, tell me, did you, what was the first, did you say you got two Bellas?
Mm,
You
yes, I
gonna
do.
die in the next 10 goddamn minutes anyway, all the smoking you doing. I think you're gonna smoke that whole pack while we're talking. Go on
Maybe,
now
maybe. Sorry, I chain smoke when I'm nervous.
with that. Anyway, I know you've got two Bellas out there, so tell me what their names are. I'll leave you alone. I just don't want you to die.
Oh,
I'm an ex-smoker. I'm an ex-smoker many years now. So 30
I'm
something years now.
I'm
Not
harder to kill than a cockroach and twice as repugnant.
yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, the two Bellas that I have out now, the first one I put on there was it was called Rent a Thug, the Ballad of Kullgoth Shatterskull. And
Yeah.
then the other one that I have on there is it's called Aint No Heroes Here Boy.
Yep. And I think I've seen both of them, and I'm doing this new thing. It's probably a stupid thing to do, but that's what I'm doing is I'm showing my screen. Looky here.
Awesome.
So this is Aint No Heroes Here Boy, and by Edmond Henry. It's got a review. That's awesome. And I didn't click it to see how many reads it had, but they could both use some love, I'm sure. I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I greatly appreciate it. It's like I said. I mean, with like all the groups, like I have like more than one Facebook group for Bellas that I'm in, and I'm I see the posts where people are like, I have a goal set for this month, and like we could use some love on this, and I have no goals. Like I said, I'm brand new to this. I don't know, so I'm just like, all right, if people are reading my stuff, then cool.
If
I'm
I've
not really doing this for.
anything, if I've learned anything out here, it's that you have to take it at your own pace too.
Yeah,
Not only do you have to write your own thing and do your own thing and be yourself, you have to take it at your own pace, because there are people out here and they're great people. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen so you can see us again. There are people out here and they're wonderful, absolutely wonderful people. And they have been like in these writing groups where they've been just pounding the keyboard, right? And churning out content for several years. Okay. Also, they're very adept and quick at social media. So they do a bunch of things on social media. And, when I came into it, super similar to you, I had been out for a long time. I had not written for a long time when I came
yeah,
into Little Villa. And when I started seeing all of the things that were necessary to actually like get in the public view on Vella, man, it started to be overwhelming. And because all of the different programs, all the different social media programs, you got to get a mailing list, you got to get a website, you got to blah, 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 blah. It's all, and I was just like overwhelmed. So I know exactly where you are, and I'm going to give you my free advice that you didn't solicit whatsoever. And
I'm always down for free advice and criticisms.
here she comes. Just take it at your own pace and don't let it intimidate you. Welcome to the community. Come
Thank
on
you.
out and join Vella on Facebook. It's a fun group of folks. And folks you can actually like just ask questions of, and they'll help you. And you know, Vella is a really good community. So did
Um,
you even read any Vellas before you?
actually, yeah, I know that I have watched a couple of your
I
interviews.
can't hear a damn thing you're saying. What?
All right. How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Yeah, I actually have uh read a lot, and a couple of your I saw a couple of your interviews, so that way I kind of knew what to expect. But
Ah, good.
I really wanted to come into this like completely blind because that's just how I roll. I'm the type of guy that I'm like, yeah, I'll do it on the night, you know. And I did write down a couple of them. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, what are we looking at here?
Oh, that's just my girl's tapestry. It's a moon tapestry,
Oh, okay.
but the camera on here kind of sucks, so that's why I probably
Yeah.
look better like this than if I had like a 4K camera. But the three of them, I just wanted to throw out three of them that I really 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 liked, and I wanted to recommend to anybody. And that was Raising Bow by Christina Gardner. That one, it just kind of struck a chord with me. I really enjoyed that one.
What's it
Um,
about?
it's about a girl whose family is murdered, and she has to raise her little brother, Bo, an infant.
Wow.
Yeah, that one kind of struck a chord with me. I liked it. The other one that I like was the Ballads of the Bard. It's like Wildlands. I wanted to get that right, but I didn't write it down. I just wrote down Ballads of the Bard. But that one's by Malcolm Omega, and that one is it's a fantasy adventure, and I I'm kind of a geek, so yeah, it's right up my alley. And then the third one that I wanted to mention was Divine Counseling by Nikolai Wisekal, and that is the funniest goddamn thing I have read in a while. Holy shit. Like, seriously, if you guys are looking for something funny, that's the one to go to. I am not even lying. It's basically, it's basically, Hera and Zeus get a marriage counselor. It's
Yes.
hilarious. Oh my god, it had me laughing. Just
Nikolai, are you listening to this? I think you might be. And I hope that you are enjoying hearing what Edmond here has to say about divine counseling.
oh yeah,
It's his favorite. He puts a lot into it. It gets updated really frequently. Um, and makes
problem I'm running into. The problem I'm running into though is like I have so many that I'm following because people are like, "Hey, I've read yours," and I'm like, "All right, I want to reciprocate." Now I got like a 3-page following list,
I
and I'm
know.
running out of time.
Yeah, I don't know that somebody said there's a limit. I haven't hit it yet. What is it?
I have no idea what the limit is, but I know I got to hit like select more at least
Yeah.
twice to get to the bottom of
And
my
sometimes
list.
I'll be making an ad for one of mine or something, and I'll need that screen cut, and I'll have to unfollow myself so I
Yep.
can get mine to come up to the top so I can get a decent photograph of
Hey,
it, instead of it being on the list that is pages and pages long. So, well, that's awesome. So these, except for divine counseling, which I know that one. It is awesome. It
yeah,
is funny. I don't know these other two. So that's pretty cool. Raising Bow and Ballads of the Bard. We'll get those shouted out on Helavella Facebook, so everybody can see it. Now I'm going to ask you this question. Everybody gets this one too. You've only been on Vella for like 5 minutes, and I realize that.
right.
And
In the grand
you're like
scheme
a
of
deer
things.
in the headlights, and we know this. Awesome.
Okay.
So, well, no, you don't really know because you haven't been on here very long. So I'm
Yeah.
not trying to put you on the spot too much, but just based on your experience so far, uh, if you were the keeper of the cheese and could make any change to Kindle Vella that you wish to make, what would that be if there's anything? Doesn't have to be anything.
Um, you know, when I'm trying to look at my numbers, right? And you go to look back at like last month and everything, like it'll show like all your likes instead of it. They don't break the likes down, that I've noticed. Um, uh, or when uh,
What do you mean break them down? They break them down per
I may be doing it wrong. I may be like I'm so new. I may not be doing it right. So maybe I'm. I don't know. But so far, I haven't really. I don't really have a any complaint on how they're doing it because I'm so new.
Yeah, I
So
figured. I
most
figured.
most likely I'll get used to it the way it is now, and then like everybody that's been there for a while, and they're like, "Well, we need to change it." They'll change it, and then I'll be completely lost. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Are you telling me you're not a software person? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, no, I know how to play video games and type and monkey around on Facebook. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I get that. I know a lot of people like that. So very cool. Very cool. Well, let's see then. So, do you have any other stories planned for us out on
Actually,
Vella?
I do. I do.
Do you? What do we got coming up?
Well, like I said, I mean, I had like so many stories uh, that were on MySpace that just disappeared. And one of
They're
them that I was
gone.
they're gone, so I'm gonna have to revisit them in my head
Yeah.
and come
Yeah.
out. But
I'm just telling you from the software perspective, they're gone. Stop
yep,
looking for
they're
them.
gone. Yep. So I'm gonna have to redo them. But the one that I need to redo, that I'm really looking forward to, is called it was called Lilac Meadow, and
Black
that
Meadow.
one, Lilac,
Oh,
lilac. Sorry.
I thought it was
um,
okay. So Lilac Meadow.
yeah, that one, it's a lot different than everything that I have put out so far on Bella. And this one's more of a love story. This one's a softie. This is yeah. Uh, it was a story that I've always liked, and um, I think that it I think that one might resonate more with readers.
Now you keep calling them short stories, and how many friggin' episodes can you have on a Velo with a short story? And how many words are you saying is a short story?
All right. Uh, I've the last two episodes of Ain't No Heroes Here, boy. They were pretty chunky. Like they were uh they're in the 3000s, um word wise. Um so I'm gonna try with Ain't No Heroes Here. That one is actually a collection of short stories where I take like maybe one or two sentences and reference the story before, but it's like a completely different
Wow.
story, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing with it. And once I get um, like 10, maybe 13, short stories together, I want to put those together in an ebook and put it out. That's what I want to do. So I'm kind of putting the rough drafts out there on this, And when I get ready to put it out in the ebook, that's I'm gonna do all the editing and a couple revisions on everything, and I'm probably gonna add like 3 or 4 more stories that I'm not gonna put on. At least that's the goal.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
So you are planning to go to book. That's cool. That's cool.
yeah, yeah. I'm planning to go. I'm planning to go to book with both of them. With both of the stories or both of the titles. Sorry.
Now, did you tell us what they were about?
Well, I talked mostly about Ain't No Heroes here. But
Yeah,
the
and
other
that
one,
was, go ahead.
yeah, that was just a collection of just real gritty, like crime stories.
Okay.
Stuff that just don't have a happy ending. Um, and uh, it's I write like stories like that just for like my own therapy.
Hmm.
So, but my other title, ain't or Rent a Thug. That is that one's a comedy. That is basically a uh, it's it's a trip down memory lane for me because it's loosely based on the World of Warcraft guild that my friends and I were in. Um, that was the name of it. We were Rent a Thug, and well, the reason being was like we would have we would take our characters and like run um run people through dungeons and stuff as their guide. We would just be so overpowered. We'd wipe everything out and they could go and loot everything. And they gave us gold for it. So we were just basically rent a thugs.
Yeah,
We did
got
the
it.
dirty work. Um
Got it. Those are
so
the days, man.
yep. So I I'm just taking like all of our characters and making a story out of them.
I love that. I love that.
That
Do you watch the Guild, or did you watch the Guild when it was new?
oh my god, the guild was so hilarious.
I love that.
I
Love that. The
I
Guild,
always
guys, was an internet show on YouTube, right? That's where it came from.
yeah, that's
Started
where
out
it
on YouTube.
started.
Yeah.
It started out on YouTube and they had it on Netflix or something.
Yeah, yeah. And it was just about this game guild, and they wound up meeting in real life, and it was pretty cool actually. It was a really cool
Yeah,
show. I
yeah.
watched one on
I
Netflix.
I actually knew a character. Okay, so there was a character in that show. She was a mom, and like you would always see her kids in the background, like tearing shit up. I actually know people like that who played World of Warcraft. So when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, that's that person!"
I know, and she'd leave them places and forget where she'd left them and stuff. She was like the worst. She'd be like, "Yeah,
Right?
go get my nails done," and oh my god, they're just everywhere. They're, oh my god.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the Guild. That's really funny. Now listen, since you've only been on Vella for a minute, you're going to have to show us this t-shirt that you're wearing. So let's see it now.
Mm, okay.
Here we go.
Uh,
I'm a sideshow freak. What's your what?
Sideshow freak. What's your superpower?
Superpower. All right. All right. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good
Yeah,
t-shirt. Hella Vella.
yeah. I actually got this. This is a from the Hells of Poppin circus sideshow.
Hell's a popping, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That's the name of the troupe. You guys should check them out. They're pretty awesome. They're an old school like carnival act. Like they go around, they swallow swords. There's a contortionist who like she like shoots a bow and arrow over her head with her
Oh,
feet.
with her feet. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, like all sorts of wild shit.
That is
Like
awesome.
unfortunately, the venue that I saw them at was such a small venue, and it was inside that they couldn't do like their fire tricks and stuff like that. They couldn't do that, but I did see a girl. I did see a lady swallow razor blades with a piece of dental floss and then pull them back out, and they were all on the string. Yeah, they do wild stuff, dude.
That's gross, man.
Different
Anyway,
strokes for different folks.
yes, I know, dude. I know. I know. Hell's a Poppin' sounds good. It sounds like fun as long as they're not exploiting anyone. It doesn't sound like they are. Uh,
No,
so that's fine. And because too many things have gone away. I'd like to see a few things stay or come back. So
right?
yeah,
Like,
no kidding. Sticky cotton candy and all. Let's just get rid of the pedos that used to run all the rides, okay?
carnies.
Yeah, let's get rid of those. You know, uh, yeah, that used to be like a great way for them to hide, work those
Mm,
carnivals and move on. Woo wee! You
oh,
bet. You bet. Anyway, that's gross. Don't know why we're winding up talking about that. Have no
you brought
idea.
it up, not me.
You did. You did. No, it's my fault. No, it's my fault because I did some research into carnivals for some stuff that I was looking. I don't remember even why, but I just sometimes I get a wild hair and I look stuff up, and I looked up this stuff. Oh, it was that Guillermo del Toro thing on HBO. He's got a new carnival movie. Somebody's got a new carnival movie that was just
uh, yeah, Carnival Row. I have not seen it
that.
yet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Then there's one on HBO that's really it's like film noir, and it's good. It's good, but it's very disturbing. Yes.
Oh
So
God,
yeah.
I may have to check that out.
Yeah. So I looked at carnivals and stuff so I could see what was going on. And man, those are some trashy places, man. Those are some trashy people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, but if there's a modern version of it where that kind of crap's not going on, I'm all for it, you know?
Right.
And I don't know where
Uh,
we've gone on this Vella interview, but this over here, no, wait a minute, it's this over here has been Mr. Edmond Henry. And he has 2 Vellas up now. He's brand new. And he's trying to find his place out here on Vella, trying to find his readers. And it has been a pleasure getting to know
yeah,
you, chatting you up, and seeing what makes you tick. And
yeah.
welcome to the community.
Thank you very much. And I just want to say to everybody that's stuck through this train wreck of an interview, everybody who's stuck through it, I'm really, really approachable. And so, like, anytime that you like leave a comment, I'm usually commenting right back. And yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm on a dating site or anything like that, but hey, my DMs are open.
And I can read you poetry and fresh mash. All right, dude. Well,
I may not be able to respond right away because like between my job and the family and working and trying to write and everything, my time is I'm spaced out pretty thin. But if you send me a message or something like that, I most likely will respond within like a week at the latest.
wait.
Just saying. Just depends on the day.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself. And this has
You
been
as well.
Azriel Lawless having the most unstructured, lawless interview that I've ever done out of something like 60 of these things. So, graphs
Awesome.
on you. Um,
I'm totally stoked for that.
bye for now, you guys. Bye for
All
now.
right. Later, guys.